What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be trying to fix the issue that I had when I got the cover for the Evo 8. And if you guys remember, they left some crazy spots on top of the car. I don't know if it burned into the paint or whatever the case is. So we're gonna try to fix that today first. If I can get that fixed, then I'm gonna feel more confident about fixing the small issues that I have on the top of the Evo 10. So I don't know, this video might not be anything at all, but we're gonna try it anyways because the top is already ruined and what's the worst gonna happen? I also know that Evos actually have single stage paint, so there's no clear coat or anything like that. So the plan is to do some clay bar and then to sand it really lightly with some 2000 grit. And then I have some new tools and some stuff, some compounds to try to get all that stuff off and some polishes. And then I'm gonna try to ceramic coat the top. All right, so I went on ahead and cleaned the top off and taped all the trim and stuff so that way nothing, you know, can ruin the trim essentially. The only reason I put trim on here is because even though it's cracking like crazy, this trim piece that goes all the way to the back, I didn't want the pad to actually get caught on the plastic and kind of ruin the pad. So I went ahead and did that part as well, but it's all set up. So if you can notice right there, that's what we're gonna try to get rid of, that bit. And there's a few other spots just like that, but that's the big one. If I can figure out the big one, then I can do the little guys. And so the first thing I'm gonna do, because the top is now clean, I'm gonna go ahead and do some clay bar and then a light sand, compound polish, ceramic coating if everything goes according to plan. So first things first, let's go ahead and do the clay bar just in this area. I don't want to go crazy and do it everywhere else yet, because if it doesn't work here, there's no point in doing the whole top. So clay bar this whole area first and then go from there. So I have this Mother's clay bar kit. It comes with a couple different clay bars, but it also comes with essentially the lubricant, so that way you're not going, you know, raw dogging it. That way you're not raw dogging it on the paint. So this is really important. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go and grab, I'll just go ahead and grab a new one. Oh no, I cut this one in half. So go ahead and grab a new piece and go ahead and spray it down the whole area. The reason why you wanna do this is just to get rid of any contaminants, right? So why sand if there's pieces there? Because you're probably gonna be sanding those pieces into it. So kind of self-explanatory, but we're gonna go ahead and do just this little area and hope for the freaking best. I'm actually only gonna get a small piece of clay bar before I go buck wild here. Since I'm gonna do this whole corner, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out all of this right here as well. Oh man, it's incredible what a little bit of clay bar can do. Absolutely incredible. All right, next we're gonna hit it with some soapy water and try to blend it in as I do this. This is the part that terrifies me, but like I said, the paint's kind of ruined already anyways. And I'm just gonna do a very light kind of crossover and see if I can get any type of result here. Doesn't look like it's really doing much of anything, but you know, once I hit it with the compound, hopefully it will. Maybe I'm going crazy, but it kind of is. Yeah, I think it is. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, no way. I'm definitely removing paint though, but you know, like I said, it's single stage, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so yeah, I definitely went too far with it, which is okay. Like I said, like it was already ruined anyways, so I wanted to try to test it out myself, so I'm gonna get the whole top painted. But yeah, it definitely worked on some spots. Like you can kind of see here, but like it's still kind of, you can still kind of tell I was getting really close to the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some compound anyways, just to see if this area right here actually does in fact come out, because clearly I went too far right there. It needs to be painted anyways. So this is, like I said, just a trial run for me to see if it's something that I have the capability of doing. Nothing's gonna be revealed until I actually try to put a buff on it. But if you notice right there, that's still a spot in the middle, and I try to buff as much as I can. I don't know, man, like obviously I'm very new to this stuff, so that, I hate that, but that doesn't bother me because this whole top was ruined already anyways. So yeah, let me go ahead and hit it with some compound and see if any of this other stuff, obviously not that, but any of this other stuff can come out with some buffing compound. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be painting the top of this car. very, very soon. All right, so I'm gonna use some Ultimate Compound from Meguiar's. I love their stuff. I've been using their stuff a really long time, probably about 20 years or so, and just been a fan of their stuff. And I'm gonna be putting it on the cutting pad on my Ryobi. So I'm gonna place some on the pad first, and then we're gonna see if I can get some of that out. But man, it feels smooth as heck, but obviously there's almost no paint there anymore anyways. I definitely sanded a lot more than I should have. There's nothing that could have fixed that. I have like other little issues too. Like if you let poop sit on these things for too long and let it sit out in the sun, it'll eat through the paint, not just the clear coat, because there's no clear coat. Eat directly through the paint. We're gonna try another spot to see if I can do it with just the cutting compound, but I'll show you guys here. I think if I'm not mistaken, it actually ate through the paint already as is anyways, so I'm definitely gonna be painting the top of this car, but we're experimenting today, right? So let's go ahead and knock out another side without actually sanding and see if that can be fixed as well with just the cutting compound. I'm not holding my breath, I'm gonna be honest. There's a spot right here that's pretty small, and then another couple little spots right here and right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do a quick clay bar. Yeah, it kind of sucks that this happened, man, but I knew going into this that this was probably not gonna fix it. And so it's just gonna have to be completely painted. That did not do anything whatsoever. But yeah, so in conclusion, we're gonna be painting the top of this car. So in case you guys didn't watch the video for the review on the car cover, right, this was the big spot right here. There's a little tiny bit right there still, but that's the big spot. There's the other one right there. There's a couple little more right there, but I just tried to buff that part out. Definitely did not come out. So yeah, it was mostly just this area right here. I mean, it feels smooth as heck, so it feels really nice. So obviously that polisher can do a really, really great job of cutting and whatnot, but you know, which is really great because since I'm gonna be getting it painted anyways, and you know, I need to remove some of these dents, man, that you guys probably can't see. Let me move. So if you notice right there, there's a couple of these just like that on the top, and I want to get rid of those little spots right there. Once I get rid of those, then I can actually have the whole top fixed. But man, the whole car just needs to be painted anyways. Like if I can get those dents out myself, then I think I'll be able to paint this car myself. So I'm just gonna leave the tape on because this car is gonna be living in the garage anyways, and order the dent kit. If I can remove those dents, then we're gonna knock out the paint and just do the whole top all at once, because there's a bunch of spots, right, that need to be completely done. But you know, sometimes you know, YouTube videos, you always want to have some sort of result for it, but the truth of the matter is, like, it's part of life, man. Especially when you're working on cars, you're never gonna have something always work out. At least for me, from my experience, every time I try to do something on a car and I think I fix it, I end up not fixing it. Maybe it's just me out there, but it is the nature of owning a car that, you know, you do the best you can to try to get it to where you want it to be, and it never works out. But, you know, this stuff works really freaking well. I'm very happy with it, with the result. At least around it, it did a pretty good job. So I think once I paint the top and get all these little dents and stuff off of it, that stuff is gonna do a really good job. Yeah, I'm really bummed, but now I'm excited that I finally have an answer that can't be fixed whatsoever. I think some people told me that already. I have a friend that told me that. He's like, nah, man, that's gonna have to be painted. I wanted to try it anyways, because who cares? It doesn't matter. It's already ruined. If I fixed it, cool. If I didn't fix it, it needs to be painted anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. The next video is gonna be for the Evo. I've realized that the triangle is not gonna go away unless I go to the dealership. So I'll be taking care of that. There's some alignment stuff I have to do. But the next thing I want to do on the car is some cosmetic stuff, and it's not going to be sanding, because the issue that I'm having on that top, I don't think sanding is going to fix it either. So I'm going to go ahead, and the next video is actually going to be fixing the headlights because they're cloudy, and I'm going to be using the Cerakote kit, and hopefully it works really well. So make sure you guys are subscribed to watch the next video. Yeah, another fail video online. That's great. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.